The land use change affects the climate in several different ways. So when you look at the Amazon, which is a big rainforest, there is a significant evaporation and transpiration coming from the forests. But when land use changes from forest to pasture or cropland, the evaporation and transpiration can be significantly different, and this is a major source of water to the atmosphere that will eventually produce clouds. So, for example, if the Amazon was entirely deforested, you would probably see a decrease in precipitation and rainfall because there was a smaller source of water to the atmosphere. However, if the deforestation is small or narrow, along some roads, for example, this can create a different kind of mechanism. Okay, so when deforestation happens in a narrow area, for example, along a road, what happens is that there is still water available because the forests are still around, but along these deforested areas, it gets much warmer because the sun is heating the surface and it gets warmer, the air becomes lighter and goes up. The water is still coming from the forest, but it's because the air is going up over the pasture, the clouds are going to develop first over the pasture. And this could increase rainfall over the deforested areas, and because the more clouds are forming over the deforested areas, the forests in the, near these deforested areas may experience a decrease in rainfall. When the pastures become really widespread, really far away from any forest, there is a trend to have a decrease in rainfall because there is not enough evaporation and transpiration coming from the surface that would give the water that is needed to develop the clouds. You would still see, in these large areas, you would still see the edge effect just near the edge, like not further than 100 kilometers from the edge. When selective logging happens, the main difference is that it's not a clear land anymore. It's still a forest, but it has a different composition. The canopy is not as closed as in a natural forest in general, and that may create different kinds of circulations, but we still don't know exactly how this could affect the rainfall.